Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. We're just gonna jump right into it. Did do some stuff off camera, guys, and I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. I just wanted to get this job done, and I wanted to do it right, so I really just wanted to focus on it and just do it. But I did my best kind of real quick just to show you those little clips of the things that I did do. So I did remove the gas tank, I did remove the motor. As you guys seen in the last clip, I think at the last episode that I had, you guys did see that. So, but guys, it's out completely. I got the gas tank back there, as you guys can see. Hold on, right there. As you guys can see, I got the subframe right down here next to the green MR2, and there is nothing inside that engine bay, guys. So it's looking really good, guys. So we're gonna jump into today's episode, and what we're going to do today is start removing everything off of that gas tank and make it naked. We're gonna try to remove the old fuel filter. I keep saying fuel filter. Fuel pump. We're gonna add the new fuel pump and clean it up a little bit, guys. So let's jump into it and let's go. You guys heard me talk about the fuel tank. So what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna just remove this whole piece here. I have a new one just because, or a newer one, a working one, just because right here, as you guys can see, it's super stripped up. I don't know how or who did that, but it's not good looking. I tried to clean it up and then I tried to remove it and it just kept sliding on there, which was already stripped. So what we're going to be doing is just removing this whole thing. I have one. I'm just going to throw it in for George, just because I don't know how I would get that out, even if I tried. It looks like, I don't know, it's stripped up. I'm not even gonna waste my time on it. If I have another one, I'm just gonna remove it from here. Thing is we're waiting on the gasket for this, so I'm gonna still pull this up because I really want to see what's inside the gas tank, see if there's rust or anything in there. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward and do that. And if there is any rust in there, what we're gonna do is then we're gonna have to drain this fuel tank, and then we're gonna have to red coat the fuel tank, because this is what happened with the red 5th gen that I built a few years back. I could have swore I looked inside the gas tank, there was no rust, and you know, the guy bought it, took it home, and then come to find out that there was rust in the fuel tank, clogging the fuel pump, and you know, it was just a big ordeal. And I really don't want that to have to happen to George. So we're gonna go ahead and do this correctly. We're gonna go ahead and remove this, like I said, remove this whole channel here. We're gonna remove that. After removing that, we're gonna go ahead and look inside that fuel tank, just so we can make sure that there is no rust or anything inside. And if there isn't, we're gonna go ahead and replace this fuel filter. We got one right over here. It's Walbro 255. Oh, it's in here somewhere. Here it goes. Walbro 255. We're gonna go ahead and replace that. Whatever's in there, we're gonna replace it with that Walbro. So guys, let's just jump into it and let's get this done. So then after we do that, I can go ahead and power wash this. It's kind of not gonna really conclude the episode, just because we're still waiting on a gasket for that. We're still waiting on this hose here. So there's still quite a few different things that we got to do. But we're gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. We'll probably start removing some stuff inside the engine bay. We still got to remove the fuel filler neck, just because we're going to go ahead and get that powder coated. We're going to remove all the lines that we're not going to be using. We have the fuel return right here. So there's quite a few different things we're going to go ahead and keep, and a couple things we're going to actually remove. So we're going to go into that after we get this fuel tank tackled. So guys, let's just jump into it. Enough talking and let's go. All right, everybody, this is kind of be the moment of truth. As you see, it's starting to lift already after I popped it with the flathead. These are all the bolts right here. I think I'm going to move these so that they don't fall into the gas tank, because that would be disastrous. But now that this is popped, I did remove this bolt right here. It was just a 10 millimeter that we're going to remove, that comes out just like that. That will then allow you to move this. But before we do that, I did go into my storage and grab the better condition fuel pump hanger. As you see, this one is kind of jacked up there again. Like I really don't know how that happened, or who or how it happened. Whatever, it's not the best to use anyway. But as you see, this one here is a lot better condition. Let's see if I can focus there. a lot better condition, so it's gonna be okay to use. But we're gonna go ahead and just swap those out. But we're gonna go ahead and pull this, and let's see how this thing looks. I'm hoping it looks good. I'm hoping. Got the bucket there ready so that I can have all the gas fall. So, guys, let's go. Okay. Doesn't look too horrible. Hold on. All right, so now that that's out, let's look. Let's get the light on. Let's get the light on in there. Yeah, gas tank looks good. All right, so good. Don't need to coat this bad boy. We don't need to drain it. We don't need to do anything. What we're going to go ahead and do is replace the fuel pump hanger with the one that I did get in my storage. So, guys, check it out. It's a lot cleaner than what we got inside there. That's cool. So we got everything out in one shot. We're gonna go ahead and replace that thing with this. So we have the Walbro 255 fuel pump. This one is E85 compatible. So George, you could do E85 with this one. We're gonna go ahead and just install it just like this on this one. So guys, let's just jump into it real quick and let's get that done. Alright guys, now that you guys see that I got everything all buttoned up real nice, I got the power, I got the ground, I got the hose in there, I got all the clamps on there, everything's on there nice and tight. We got the Walbro 255 E85 compatible. We have the filter here, we have the rubber grommet. We have our signal supply, and what I'm going to do now is go ahead and move on to this. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a cap on here. I'm going to put a cap on this one. This is just something that I do. Again, guys, like, you don't have to do this. This is not something that's going to be detrimental or anything like that. I just want to, I'm not going to be using all of these lines. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cap this one. I'm going to keep this one maybe as a breather. And I'm just going to reach the hose down. This is the one that's furthest away from the tank, or from the front of the gas tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably leave that one as a breather and just kind of let it dangle a little bit once I mount it up here. I'm gonna probably just zip tie it together just so then it can be a breather, so then you don't hear that sound when you open up your gas tank. But yeah, so the next thing that we are going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put this baby back in there. I'm not going to fully tighten it up just because we are waiting on one of these seals. That seal is going to go right on there. And look at that fresh gas. Again, good job, George. No rust inside this tank, as you can see. Everything is rust free inside there, so that's a good thing. So now you've seen exactly how I did this. I did just put everything together. So I got the power together, I got the ground together, I got the hose completed, I got the Walbro 255 E85 compatible fuel filter here on this fuel hanger, I got the rubber grommet, I got the actual filter itself. We have the power supply here, and everything else. But moving on to this tank, I was gonna go ahead and start installing this, but guys, we are waiting on a gasket. So I'm waiting on the gasket. Once the gasket gets here, then we'll go ahead and install this completely. And then I'm gonna go ahead and like remove the hosings here. We're gonna remove this hose, we're gonna remove this hose. We gotta get a new one of that one. We got one coming up for this one. We need the clamps as well. So we got a little bit to do here with this with the fuel tank, but we're gonna go ahead and try to knock this out in the next episode. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the engine bay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna power wash this baby. I did pick up a battery powered power washer, so I'm gonna see how well that works. We do need to power wash this engine bay. It does look pretty dirty, so I want to make sure I get in here and clean up everything as best as I can. So guys, let's just jump into it and let's go. right, everybody, as you guys seen just now, everything is pretty much removed out of this engine bay that needs to be removed. I'm super excited just because, I mean, a couple things are going to get powder coated, like that gas filler neck is going to get powder coated. The heat shields are going to get powder coated. We removed a lot of the canister hard wires. We removed those. Things are looking good. Things are going to power wash the rear firewall as well. Make sure everything gets degreased. I'm going to go ahead and remove this first, and then I'm going to go ahead and degrease everything, and then I'm going to go ahead and power wash it, guys. So stay tuned. Like, this is going to be a long time lapse, but guys, enjoy it. This is going to be fun. So let's go. We're moving forward just because the awesome Prime MR2, the guys over there did me great, and they shipped me over the filler neck for the gas and the gasket itself. These guys at Prime, man, I love them. Like, I'm not at all sponsored by them, but goddamn, they're fucking good, and I like their service, and they've always been good to me, especially when I put on the Midwest MR2 meets. I want to give them a shout out on this channel. Guys at the MR2 Prime store, you guys are freaking great, and thank you again for everything. But we got those things in, so our gas tank right over there can be finished finally, so then I can button everything up. And after I do that, what I'm going to do is power wash it using that power washer that I use. I'm impressed. Like, that thing works phenomenal, and as you guys see, look, this is just a little sneak peek. It looks kind of, well, it looks kind of dirty here, but it looks good, I promise you, compared to what you guys seen as I was power washing, or before I was power washing. I did pick up a kind of like a spray wax. I want to give these guys a chance. These chemical guys, again, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but and if you guys want to sponsor me, please let me know. You know, my email's in my in my YouTube thing. So Let's give this another chance. This Chemical Guys, a Lucent Spray Shine. It's a synthetic spray wax. So I'm gonna give these guys a chance. So let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can restore some of this, because you guys can see it looks pink now in here compared to the paint on the outside. So we're gonna try to give this a little restorative shine. This gives me a chance to try these guys out and see how it works. So guys, let's just jump into it and let's give it a shot. So let's go. All right, everybody, as you guys seen, I did use that Chemical Guys spray wax, and it actually did work really well. It helped, I mean, bring out the red, that's for sure. The camera is picking up most of it, but not as much as it is in person. It looks really, really clean. And it did clean up very good, and like give it like this good at like shine. It's like, it's really good. It's working really well. I do like it, so thumbs up for that. All right, guys, now as you guys can see, everything looks nice and good and clean. Just because we did this is looking, I mean, perfect, just the way I want it. It gives it a nice little shine. It makes it rejuvenated, not completely new, but kind of rejuvenated. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to the fuel tank. Now that we have the filler neck, we're gonna go ahead and change out the filler neck, and we're gonna go ahead and dump this baby in, but we're gonna go ahead and change this bad boy since we got a new one. So guys, let's just jump into it and let's go. Alrighty, folks, so far so good. We did install the gasket that belongs on this fuel hanger. We installed the new fuel filter. Oh my god, I don't know why I keep calling it a fuel filter. The new fuel pump, the Walbro 255 E85 compatible, so then George can run E85 when he wants to tune it. So we got that in, we got the new gasket, we got the new filler neck. Look at how flimsy this feels now, or at least movable compared to that rock hard. Let me give you guys an example. This thing, like this thing doesn't even move. So that's really cool. We got a brand new one. So I still got to order the clamps. I still got to order this hose. I still got to order these hoses. So like I said, I'm going to use these as breathers. This one goes all the way over here. runs down all the way down here and it comes out here. So I'm going to be using this one as a breather. This one I'm going to cap, but it's going to be really nice because it's going to be nicely cleaned up. We're going to put a new hose here, like I said. We're going to add a clamp to that as well. This is the fuel return. This is the fuel feed. So we're going to connect both of those two as well. But so far so good. I'm liking exactly the way this is coming out. And I also wanted to show you guys this before I conclude this episode. Check out all the new bolts, the new hardwares I've installed so far. We got that. Got that, we got that, and I know you guys didn't probably see me install this, but I did install the intercooler fan shroud, so that's on there, looking real nice. I got some more hardware. Let me get on this side so you can see the other hardware. So right down there, I added some more hardware. We got some hardware right here. We're not done yet. I still got to get different sizes. I'm not completely, I don't completely have my stock together. So I'm going to go ahead and order that out so then we can finish George's engine bay. And then we can go ahead and start mocking things up. So as you've seen, I did start to install that fan shroud for the intercooler. And I'm liking it. I got to give TCS a big shout out. I love TCS, guys. You guys are great. Again, Ty and the people that over there are just amazing. Like, they do great work and have great products. So thanks again, Ty. Big shout out to you guys. But we still got quite a few different things. We got intercoolers, we got fan shrouds, we have all the hosing for the 3S GT, all the hose that I'm going to need for the 5th gen. So it's going to be a matte black, so it's going to look really, really nice with the contrast of the black that's going on and the gold. I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of the hose that I'm going to be having. It's a little dirty right now, but this is the quality hose that I have, and this is going to be up on Nasty Addiction Garage LLC.com. So that's going to be up soon. Guys, again, thank you for watching. This is going to conclude today's episode just because we ran out of things. We still need quite a few different things here. We're going to need some clamps. We're going to need a hose. We're going to need some more hose here and clamps. We're going to need to attach the fluid or the fuel feed and the fuel return, but I started mocking things up here, as you can see, so everything's going to be AN fitted, and it's going to be real nice, guys. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But again, like, share, subscribe, guys. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys, and check out the Nasty Addiction Garage merch. I'm telling you guys are going to love these t-shirts. They feel good, they make you look good, and they got cool designs, guys. So please check out the Nasty Addiction merch store. Again, it's Nasty Addiction Garage LLC.com. Make sure you check that out, guys.
Separate facts from the fiction. Myth, see what's under your engine. Anywho, we in and we flexing. Try fast, got a nasty addiction. Separate facts from the fiction.